light of the moon is cold. I'm using a rock, okay? It's a rock. It's actually a piece of the main slab here when this was being set. So this is broken off. So it's the same thickness. So I set it up on its side to cast a shadow on the plate of rock, right, from the moonlight. So I have an exposed side and a non-exposed side to the moonlight. Now, I'm also going to take a reading of my skin that's facing the moonlight, and then a reading of my skin on my arm in the shadow of the moonlight, and show you that there's also a temperature variation, surface contact, right? Our surface light. So I'm going to go ahead and test the rock first. I'll test my arm afterwards. So I'm going to go ahead and test the rock. So I got 73.4. So 73.4 for this area of the rock. Now I'm going to only go, what, about 10 inches over. Same slab of rock, so it's not the heat from the ground and all this other crap. I just casted a shadow from the moonlight. That's all I did. So I'm going to go about 10 inches over and measure in the shadow 74.8. 74.8. So I'll even measure the face of the rock standing on end, you know, facing the moonlight. We've got, wow, 65.5 or 65.3 degrees, right? 65.5 coming in the center here. So 65.3. Now let's measure the temperature of the rock that's not being hit by the sun or by the moonlight. So directly the back of the rock, opposite side, opposite end, and we've got 65.8. Warmer in the shade than in the moonlight. Okay, on the slab of rock, 10 inches apart, so there's no, well, the rock was cooler on that side because of the ground bullshit. Okay, this rock is all the same temperature before I stood the rock up and casted a shadow on it. That shadow represents non-contact of moonlight, and the other side represents the moonlight. Now, here, let me show you my, I'll show you my arm. So, I got my arm here, right? You can see my arm exposed to the moonlight, and then you can see the dark, the shadow underneath. Let's test the temperature. I can actually feel the cold from the light. Now, hold on. All right, exposed to the moonlight. 84.6. So 84.6.
Yeah, so it was 84.6 before. 84.2 now.
Okay.
84.6.
All right, so let's go underneath again.
All right. Now, maybe I remembered it wrong.
No, so it was right.
85.8.
It's warmer.
86.
It's, my skin is warmer when it's not exposed to
85.5.
Yeah, look at that.
84.7.
Yeah, so my skin is warmer when not exposed to the moonlight than it is on my skin exposed. So I mean, here, I'll go ahead. Thanks, man. All right, so yeah, right? That's the second experiment. You guys, you could do this for yourself. The moonlight is cold light. It's opposite of the sun.